Hi guys, I'm Max Weinbach with XDATV, and today I'm going to show you how to install TWRP and root the OnePlus 7 Pro. Let's get started. Before we get to the computer part, let me show you guys how to unlock the bootloader on your phone. So you're going to want to go to your settings, go down to About Phone, and tap on build number 7 times. Enter your password. And then you're a developer. You can go down to developer options, and you're going to want to enable OEM unlocking. Keep in mind this will, once you do this entire process, this will erase your phone. So you should use the built-in OnePlus switch and back up your phone. I already have a backup, and I also just don't care, but you can back up through here and make sure to copy that file off your phone first. It'll be in a folder called OP Backup. Copy that off your phone to a computer, and you should be fine. If not, Google Drive should automatically back up your phone, but that's just to make sure you get all of your settings and everything back. Now, once you have that done, I recommend going and enabling Advanced Reboot and just rebooting directly into your bootloader. You can just hold down the buttons, but that gets annoying. So next, you're going to want to plug your phone into your computer, like I have here. I'm just going to put that off to the side. And on your computer, you're going to want to use Fastboot. Now, I'm on my Mac here, and I don't have Fastboot installed system-wide. So I have to just cd to the folder, and then type in /fastboot flashing unlock. That is the command to bootloader unlock your phone. Then you're going to want to hit enter, and use the volume buttons on your phone to go to unlock the bootloader. And then once you're done, your phone is going to reboot. It's going to go into recovery and erase your phone via built-in storage. So you have to make sure to back up your data before, or copy the data off before, and then reboot into the system. Now, I've always had issues with OnePlus phones and booting into the bootloader directly. So I'm actually just going to skip through essentially the entire setup process and enable Advanced Reboot. It doesn't take that much longer, and it works out better just in the long run. And while this does reboot, because sometimes it can take a while, let me explain to you guys what we're gonna do and what you'll need. So you will need 4 files: TWRP installer, your boot image, TWRP, and Magisk. The boot image you cannot pull off your phone. You're going to need to download the Fastboot files, which I will link in the description. These will have all of the Fastboot files you'll need. But there are multiple versions of the OnePlus 7 and OnePlus 7 Pro. This tutorial will work for both. You'll need to find the correct one for your device. I have the GMAA version, then there's also a GMAB. Those are just different versions. You can check which one you have in your device settings. So once this turns on, I can go back and check, show you guys how to check that and make sure that it's set up properly. Okay, so my phone is reset up. I didn't send it to any accounts, and I did not transfer over any data because I am going to wipe one more time before we are completed. So as you can see with my build number, it's, GM21AA. There is also an AB, so make sure you download the Fastboot files for your device. The website I'm going to link, it's an Android file host. They will have all of the Fastboot files you will need, including the one for this phone. It's also a great way to reset your device in case everything gets messed up. I like to have a copy of them on hand, just on my computer, but all you will need is the boot image. So let's go back to developer options. Let's go back to developer options here, and see, now our bootloader is unlocked. Let's turn on Advanced Reboot again and go into the bootloader. So now, once this goes into its bootloader, we're going to want to install TWRP. So unlike previous generations of phones, we can no longer do Fastboot boot. It does exist on the phone, but it is very messed up because of something OnePlus did in an update. So we actually have to flash TWRP using the Fastboot flash boot and then drag over. So you have to type in Fastboot flash boot, then drag over your TWRP. Once you're done, you're going to want to flash it. Oops, sorry. I have to do / because I'm on a Mac. So once you do that, if you're on Windows, you can just do fastboot flash. I have to do / And now, my fastboot, my boot image, which is actually where the recovery is on these devices, is now TWRP. So I'm going to want to go into recovery mode. You can use your volume buttons here and go directly in. Now this is going to take a second, like usual, and we're in TWRP. Now the reason we need the boot image is because when we flash this, we wiped over our boot image. So use the ADB command, /ADB push your boot image to /SD card /. And now the boot image is on our phone. So down in here, we see we flash this over to slot B. You can see it right there. So we're on slot B. You're going to want to install image and put the boot image back. Now our boot image is back to the actual boot image and not TWRP. Just to make sure both slots are done, I'm going to switch over to slot A and install the boot image again, and then swap back to slot B. Now let's reboot recovery again. Just reboot this into our recovery to make sure TWRP got installed onto the boot image and patched over the OOS recovery. It's good to make sure you do this just to make sure you have it. See, it didn't do it. So we have to just go back in and, redo this, reboot to fastboot. So I'm just gonna redo this again and I'll be back in a sec. Sorry about that, that was my bad. We missed the step. You're gonna wanna do all of that again, but don't reboot your recovery. So we're actually going to want to install all of that back, like I did. And you're gonna want to also copy over the TWRP installer. So again, that's /ADB push, TWRP installer, /SD card. Now we have to install the TWRP installer. And once the boot image patches on both slots, we're good. So we can go and reboot recovery, and this time we're gonna have TWRP installed. Before that was just me kind of showing you guys something. Before, we did not have TWRP installed. We replaced the boot image again. If I had not replaced the boot image, it would have gone into the TWRP, but it wouldn't have worked. Your phone wouldn't have booted because your boot image would have been TWRP itself, which is not a valid boot image. But now we have the system boot image and TWRP both on here. So all we're gonna wanna do is drag over Magisk. So again, that's gonna be ADB push, Magisk to /SD card /. Oops, sorry about that. Messed up the command. Yeah, ADB push, not ush. Here we go, ADB push. Now, Magisk is copied over. You can see it right here. And you're just going to want to swipe to flash. It's going to patch both boot images, A and B slot, and once it is done, your phone will be rooted. Sorry, it takes a second. Boom. Now your phone is rooted. You can wipe again. I'm not going to, but I would recommend it just to get maximum system stability. But reboot system. Okay, now that we've done everything and my phone is rebooted, you can see we have Magisk. I'm on that Magisk. Oops, sorry. I'm a light mode user. We're on Magisk 19.3 with version 7.2 installed. This did actually include a Magisk redesign, so you have red accents and everything looks a bit sleeker, I would say, in my opinion. But now, you can, this is the settings. We have both of these settings enabled by default. Keep everything essentially default unless you know what you're doing. And you can see here, we're checking safety net, and it passes. So you'll still have access to Google Pay and anything that will check safety net like Snapchat. Then you also have access to all, oops, that crashed. You have access to all of your normal Magisk modules to install whatever you might be interested in, and you can add custom ones here or just enable, disable, reinstall all from here. But yeah, that is how to root your phone with TWRP and set the, and install TWRP as well. TWRP can be useful and it's good to have installed. Just note that installing updates might cause some issues with keeping TWRP because it will redo your bootloader, but there's a Magisk module to keep that. When an update is out, the XDA article that should be going live pretty soon will have all of the information on how to keep Magisk and TWRP installed while updating your device.